Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First and goal with
First
your
and
boy
goal.
Mike,
I'm Marcus.
my guy Marcus.
What's up,
Oh
everybody?
man,
What's up,
man,
everybody?
man, man. First off, before we get started, man,
Big L.
92% of our viewers aren't subscribers. Do us a favor, please hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate you helping us build the channel.
Yes.
Now let's jump in.
27-24, dog.
Hey,
Big
man,
L.
we got to hold that L this week,
Big L,
man.
bro.
Damn, the Kingdom, the
Yeah.
fucking Bengals just
We
got our
got
number.
we got a lot to unpack this week, my man. Lots, bro.
Joe Burrow is out here daddying Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he is, bro. He beat us 3 times in one calendar year is what I keep on hearing every time I
The shit's
turn around.
pissing
So
me off.
yeah, man. It's hey, I will
Let's
say,
jump right
man.
in.
I will say that 3 times it isn't a fluke. 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times ain't a fluke.
It's
for
not
sure.
We got to give props where it's due, man. Joe's the man, bro. You know what I'm saying? He does a great job with that team, and he's got hella weapons, and he takes advantage of the situations. He gets the ball out early on time to his check down, which we've seen over and over and over again on Sunday. I mean, Joe Burrow's a good fucking quarterback, man, and he's going to be in it every year.
The number third most sacked quarterback in
Yes.
the NFL. We have the
Talk
fifth
about it.
most sacks in the
Yes.
NFL, and we didn't even breathe on this little motherfucking.
We didn't, bro. We didn't even come
We
close
ain't
to
even
getting him. Yeah,
Put
we
a
didn't.
fucking finger on his ass, man.
I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, bro. I thought it was going to be. We talked about it last week, Mike. We both said get Burrow on the ground, put hands on that dude. You know what I'm saying?
That was the key to victory.
And it was. I mean, but there's other things that you know what I'm saying besides that was
All right, so
big on my mind. You know what I'm
let's just
saying?
jump
So,
on in. Let's start with the negatives.
Well, okay, it's going to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? But
For it.
let's just start with some of the coaching. You know what I mean? Let's just go with that right now, just right off the rip, man. Like, what's up with the play calling? What's up with the, you know what I'm saying? We go down the field running the ball that very first possession. We get to 2nd and 8 or 2nd and goal from the 8, and we just stop running the ball. Like, we worked our butts off running the ball the whole way down the field, and then we just stopped running the ball. I mean, and then it turned into a field goal. Yeah, we scored, blah, blah, blah. Against the Bengals, you cannot score field goals, man. You just can't. I mean, and so
unfortunately, a field goal is the reason why we lost.
Well, exactly, but that was another coaching decision. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that Patrick Mahomes was limping off the field, and I know that they said that he was fine and that he could play. That's what they said, but I think maybe his decision to kick it there was because he's seen Patrick Mahomes limping off the field. I just want to believe that, but then again, I don't know because sometimes he just makes these decisions, man. Like last year against the Bengals, going into halftime, we chose to go for it on 4th down and goal, and we could have kicked it, and we didn't get it. You know what I mean? And then this time it was like flip-flops.
That's just one of the things to where if we go for it and you make it, you're a genius. If you don't, you should have kicked it.
Yeah, but still, at
this
the end
was
of
a
the,
55-yarder.
This was a 50-plus yard field goal, bro. And over his career here, Bucker, he's a 75% field goal kicker total, and from 50-plus, he's 69%.
I mean, sticking with the offense. I mean, going into halftime, we had like 40 seconds and didn't even try to move the ball in the field goal.
We just nailed it. I mean, no, we ran it. Whenever whenever I seen him hand the ball, I mean, that's a coaching decision right there.
We call no timeouts, nothing. We just ran the timeout.
Nothing.
Like, I'm not understanding that. One week they're arguing about doing that, then they do it, and then the next week they ain't doing it.
It just seems like it's just
no consistency.
Yeah, like
on whoever's calling these fucking plays.
Bad decisions are being made, and Andy Reid's going to take the fall for it. So therefore, Andy Reid's going to get the blame. So I mean, that's just
another big thing.
That's just how I feel about
sticking
it.
with the offense woes.
Let's
Orlando Brown giving up pressure and
dude,
sacks 2 plays in a row.
Bro, on a 3-man rush, one of them was a 3-man rush.
Yeah.
I don't know about the first one before that.
Back to back though.
But it was back to back to ruin our drive once again. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And then Wiley just giving
Wiley,
up, beat.
I seen a stat today.
I got it right here.
PFF, I guess.
Top two
pressures is Brown 1 with 39 and Wiley 2 with 37. They just so happen to be on the same team.
Orlando Brown number 1, 39. Andrew Wiley number 2.
Yeah, and so what's that tell you? You know what I mean? I mean, I know that we like to get him out of the pocket and let him make plays out of the pocket, but hey, let's not make a habit of letting pressures get to our $500 million quarterback who's, the king of our city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's not a good look, bro. You know,
and that's protect the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a knock on Brett Veach for going out there and making that trade to get Orlando Brown Jr. I'm just thankful that the guy didn't sign that deal last year.
A couple good catches though on the positives on the offense.
I mean, we had a couple
MVS
good things
had
happen.
some good catches.
I mean,
Juju had a couple
our
good
running backs
catches.
was running the ball down the field.
Kelsey had the fumble, but I mean, can I blame him for fighting to get more yards?
We love it whenever he does it, and we always shout him out every time he
Sometimes
does it. But
I'm not shutting him out. I mean, I'm all right with it.
That's his first fumble this year. Yeah, it came at a bad time in a bad game, but
ran the ball consistent, over 100 again.
Yeah, but we just didn't stick with it enough. You know what I mean?
Well, when we ran it all the way down and we get to the goal line,
that's what I mean. Let's just keep moving the rock how we're moving it.
Right.
You know,
we're doing fucking trick plays and shit.
And then that's another thing. And I forgot to talk about that last week.
I popped my fucking top when we did the
I'm not done with
them
trick plays, bro.
Come on, man.
I'm just done seeing Mahomes play wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Like normal.
Let's just be normal.
Especially when our running backs was getting 7, 8. McKinnon was getting fucking 8 yards.
Especially him.
Like,
especially him. He was getting 8 yards a pop there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But it was just so many mental mistakes during that game.
I mean, we definitely made it easy on them.
Yeah, I mean,
not easy, but we made it easy on our end as far as
it's like
letting them stay in the game.
Exactly, and that had a lot to do with the coaching. That had a lot to do with the O-line giving up pressures.
Couple bad flags.
I mean, we got
roughing the passer
that
flag
roughing
was
the passer
bullshit.
flag.
The passing interference was some bullshit.
That was an interception on that dude.
Exactly.
And he ran the ball back to like the 15 or something.
The 13-yard line
like
or something.
That. But that's things that happen throughout the game that is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like.
Well, we couldn't stop them on third down. Let's move over to the defense. We could not stop them on third fucking down for shit.
I have praised the defense all year.
14 missed tackles. This was not the time for the defense to fail. Like
14 missed tackles.
The defense been stepped up, but this was not the time for them to fail.
Exactly. The defense played great all year to where when you said that stat at the beginning of the show about Joe Burrow being sacked, you automatically think, man, Chris Jones about to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's been doing it, but not one pressure.
14 or 15 missed tackles.
You're going to lose.
Not to mention
that's a losing formula.
On a lot of them tackles, we had them like a 2 yards, and then once we make contact,
6.
they would get like 6, 8 yards.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Contact.
Linebackers take a big L in my book this week, man.
Yeah. Bolton was flat.
And I've been a big Bolton guy since he was at Mizzou. You know what I'm saying?
Got burned up.
Everybody on defense, man, has to hold that.
We just didn't live
L.
up to that shit talking. I'll tell you that.
And it all started right then. Whenever Justin Reed popped open,
we don't got to give them no fuel.
We don't need to give them any more motivation. They got Joe Burrow. They got Jamar Chase. They got T. Higgins. They got. You know what I'm saying? A great coaching staff. They are the defending AFC champions that did go to the Super Bowl last year. Because they beat who?
They beat us.
Exactly. So we don't need to give them any more motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the dumbest
Especially
shit
from
ever.
Justin Reed. But, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know the whole thing. I think I read a stat today saying
37 snaps, targeted twice.
Yeah, but that's just because he was targeted twice. You know what I'm saying? He missed all kinds of tackles.
He missed some tackles.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's
not all kind. I think he missed 2.
Well, that's too many in my book. You know what I mean?
We
understand
had
things
14 or 15 missed tackles.
And Bolton had 16 tackles, I think, total. But 12 of them was 8 yards down the field.
Right.
8 of them was 8 yards down the field. Cincinnati got the ball 1st and 10. They ran the ball for 7 yards every time.
There was no explosiveness.
We didn't look.
And I don't know if it's because all the weapons they got. Because, they could throw the fucking ball anywhere they wanted.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't open there, right before we sack him, he'd dump it to the fucking running back. And then the running back would just
check
take
down
off.
all day long for 20 yards sometimes. That's 12 yards.
That's why when I blame the coaching, someone disagreed with me, said they don't blame the coaching.
Okay.
But I say when we didn't adjust to that running back being
we
right
didn't.
there.
And that's a coaching thing.
Exactly. That's
you know
on
what
the
I mean?
coaches.
That's on the coaches.
We could not stop them just dumping it to the running back. And the backup running back at that.
I'm so hyped right now. Listen.
That shit pissed me off.
Okay, so the way I look at things is in the NFL, in the AFC, you have the Chiefs, you have the Bengals, and you have the Bills. Would you agree with me as the top 3 teams? You could take your pick.
I didn't have the Bengals as the top 3 teams.
Okay, well, I do.
had
I always have this
over
whole year.
The Bengals.
Okay. And they rightfully should be in the talk as well. But what I'm saying is for last year and then now this year, we have only won 1 out of 6 against the Bengals and the Bills. That 13-second playoff game against Josh Allen is the only game that we won against them 2 teams.
Well, we beat the Bills the year before. These are
championship. These are the measuring stick games.
We beat the Bills in AFC Championship.
That was like 2 years ago. I'm talking about this year and last year. We lost to them in the regular season. this year and last year. We beat Buffalo when it counted,
Right.
but we didn't beat Cincy whenever it counted.
Right.
These games, Cincinnati, Bills, probably Miami in the future. The Jets look like they're coming on, but definitely the Bengals and the Bills. These are the measuring stick games, Mike. Where do we stand at? Where do
that
we
was
stand?
definitely a statement game to say
Yeah,
we was the
exactly.
best in the
we
AFC.
We had opportunity this year to beat
And
the Bills and beat the Bengals, and we could not get it
I
done.
understand you're not going to beat every team. We're not going to go undefeated.
Yes, and
but
that's how
this
it rolls.
game was a game that if we wanted to say we're the fucking best in the AFC, we had to win.
We
had
to win this game right now. So
whether or not Cincy was the best in the AFC or not, we was number one, and we couldn't take an L.
We had to win this game.
And
Buffalo won. We needed to win. We let it slip throughout our hands. You know what I'm saying?
We had plenty of opportunities.
You know, and I just want to take it back.
I put it on the defense, man.
Yeah,
the defense
me too.
let us down.
Me too, mostly. I do. But I'm telling you, whenever we kicked that field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 3, man, I was like, what are we doing? Like, so
here's another
just
thing
hear
with
me out here.
Mahomes, when they're getting pressure like they was, I wish that he would learn this. Somebody got to call play to where he can get the ball out of his hand real quick,
like Burrow was.
Exactly.
Just
like
Burrow
why don't we
was.
have that same thing set up to where
like Burrow
boom,
was.
if it ain't there, boom, drop it.
Yeah, you know, and he has been knocked in the past. Talking about Pat for always wanting to make a big play.
Right.
You know, but we love when he does it. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he does have to just take what's there, man. Get it out of his hands early.
Which he does more and more.
Know, yeah, he does.
He's
he does.
learning.
He is getting better. Don't get me wrong.
Learning.
He is
he's
getting
not
better.
Taking off every time. He's stepping up and he's throwing it.
But I mean,
when that pressure's
to.
on you, God, why can't the coaches just have somebody that's right there where he
just
can
like, come on, man, right here.
Same
You're the
thing
safety valve right here.
Why can't we do it to them?
Exactly.
That's what I want to say.
Exactly.
We could have played possession for possession. We could have did the exact same things they was doing.
Exactly. But we would have had to continue scoring touchdowns. But
I'm telling you right now, Orlando Brown Jr. and Wiley should not be on this team next year.
Hey, I agree with you, man. I can't disagree with you about that because we have Patrick Mahomes. And 1A job is to make sure that the $500 investment is taken care of.
Miami picked up Fisher.
Exactly.
Fisher signed with Miami.
He's just out there chilling week, whatever it is.
I wish we would have reached out. I mean, I feel like he could have been a good backup to come in.
Yeah, no. But back to the offense, man. Yeah. We just need to figure out how to run the ball more, especially like you said.
So this game was probably the most it was almost 50-50.
No, yeah, but it probably needed to be 60-40 this time.
Right.
Run more than pass this time, just because the Bengals defense just invites you to run the ball. And plus, like we said, McKinnon's chopping 7 yards. Checo, he's eating. Just keep feeding him the ball,
we
man.
could have just ran it down their throat, kept him off the field.
Always trying to throw the ball.
If we would have just ran it, we would have kept him off the field.
You see, and you can ask your homeboy that's a Philadelphia fan. Maybe he knows, maybe he don't know. I don't even know the guy. But that's the knock on Andy Reid, is that he gets too pass happy.
He wasn't
you know
a
what I'm
Philly
saying?
fan then.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know the guy. But I'm just saying.
He wasn't even a Philly fan 3 years ago.
All right, but that was the knock on Andy Reid whenever he was in Philly. He got too pass happy.
Right.
He didn't want to run the ball.
Right.
And that stuff played over time. It played.
I get that. But at the same time, I'm not about to say that Andy Reid's the problem.
No. Since he's come to our friend, no. But big time games, we need our coach to make big time decisions.
I get it.
And sometimes
here's one thing I like about Andy is not holding anybody personally accountable.
Yeah, like we need to. Yes. Like sometimes, I
don't need you to call names out, but I need you to get up there and say, I know where the problem is.
Yeah, I know what we got to do. I know where it's at, and you best believe we're going to get it. But and
he'll fix it.
I always whenever I'm at the house talking to my wife, whatever. I just feel like sometimes he's like a grandpa. Like sometimes, like he's just always too nice. Maybe that's not the case, but
we don't know what happens behind closed doors.
But he just kind of seems to never really want to say, yeah, you know what, we got to get better on the defensive side of the ball, or we got to get better at the offensive line, or like he always takes the blame. Which
he just says,
I get it.
We'll go back and we'll look and we'll figure it out.
That's like the typical Andy Reid saying right there. It's like, man, come on, man, like the elephant in the room, man. Let's talk.
Hey, we gave Cincy a burst of energy. That's for sure. I want to
talk about some players, man. Because it's a big time game. So I need my boy CJ95 to step it up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I love you, bro. Like, I want you to be a Chief for the rest of your career. But in these kind of games, man, we need our big-time players to step up, man. We need to get a sack at a critical time. We needed to get a sack.
I mean, on one of them third downs, God damn.
Something. A tackle for loss.
Burrow's on the run, and, we got to fucking put a hand on this dude.
We didn't get nothing. Frank Clark, man, he talks a lot.
And it's been the same shit 3 games.
Yeah.
Burrow has been the most sacked quarterback, top 3 for
But
the last
except for
fucking
whenever he
2
plays
years.
against the Chiefs.
Last 2 years, last 3 years since he's been in this league, he's been getting popped, and we can't pop him.
And we can't even touch him. And then when we do touch him, we don't pull him to the ground and get him to the ground.
Insane to me.
And then when we do hit him, we get called for a roughing the passer.
Now that
You know what
that
I mean?
is the problem too.
You know what I'm
though,
saying?
to
It's like
where
some of them don't want to hit nobody.
I mean,
because they're
it was
scared of
third
getting a
down,
penalty.
and I think it was Mike Dana,
He was right there. It looked
and he
like.
and he held up
Yeah, because he didn't want to get
because
a
he didn't want to get a
you know,
penalty.
that was on the last play of the game, the 3rd and 11.
and he held up.
That was a dime though by Burrow.
Right.
I have to admit that.
But
at the same
If
time,
you see somebody holding up, I mean,
yeah, you know, hey, it
gotta
is
hit
what it
that
is.
dude, man.
You got to hit him, but you're scared to get the penalty on 3rd down.
the
you
roughing
know?
the passer was like the ideal tackle that they tell you they want you to do.
Yeah, but
and
it
then
still
they
got called.
fucking called
and,
it.
and that's what
He wasn't high. He wasn't low. He didn't
was right
drag
there,
him into the ground.
face mask
Of
in the
course-
chest.
Of course, he's on him, so he's gonna fall. But
Yeah.
he didn't like
And he's a 300-pound dude,
God,
man.
it
Come on,
was
man.
so
You're asking these
terrible,
300-pound dudes to like
can't fall
float
the game.
in air.
Pause
Exactly.
the game, move him off of him.
Exactly. Like, okay, you're
Like,
sacked.
that was the ideal tackle right there. I feel
Yeah,
like, and
exactly.
you called a
Exactly.
penalty
Exactly.
still.
And then, you know, so Chris Jones, you got to do better, my man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you want paid. You want paid. You got to show up in big time games, bro. All week long, you wanted that to be the driving force. The Cincinnati game was the driving force.
Is Chris Jones ready to get paid already? He just
Yeah,
got
this
paid.
year. No, he's about to get extended. He's going to be looking here maybe next
I'm
year.
about to say we
Maybe
just
next
went through
year.
the whole Chris Jones.
No, but he's
stuff.
gonna want. Watch. You just watch and see. But Frank
Saying,
Clark,
he should still have
Frank
like
Clark.
2 years on his deal at least.
Frank Clark. I'm done with the.
Frank Clark's
Let's
stepped
get
up.
it done.
He's played good all season, but this
No,
game,
I'm talking about big games right now.
this game, I don't know where he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Supposedly he was sick coming into the game.
Well, he's been. He
Everybody's
has that
sick.
illness. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was sick.
They
Shit.
all played like they were sick. To be
Right.
honest with you, like
Right.
they had the flu or something.
Well,
But,
it
you
said
know,
like 7, 8 players all got
Yeah.
sick and some coaches.
That's what they said. But then they said it wasn't true. So who knows? You know what I mean? But
well,
whatever.
Kelsey looked like he was
He
sick.
did. He did.
He
But,
didn't have
you
that
know,
fire.
We talked about Justin Reed and his comments before the game. Both linebackers, y'all got to step up and do better. Y'all both young, hungry dudes. I know y'all got it in you. I'm talking about Nick Bolton and Willie Gay. Willie Gay said he wants to lead the league in interceptions as a linebacker.
I agree.
Let's do it. It's time to step up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big time players make big time plays in big time games. And that's what we
they
need.
Ain't going nowhere.
We got to learn. And we got to learn how to tackle better. And I'm
wasn't no
talking about the
fire.
linebackers. I'm talking about the safeties. I'm talking about all them guys that come up and run support,
Well,
but
Snead's,
missed
Snead's
tackles.
second on the team in tackles.
Yeah, but they missed how many tackles this past game? I'm
Yeah,
only talking
right.
about the Cincinnati game. I'm
Right.
not talking about the whole
That's
year.
what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah,
but
you
they've
know.
stepped up. The defense played their asses
but
off.
When we absolutely needed them to, they didn't.
I
And
mean,
that's
but
the
we're gonna lose some
consistency.
games. How many games did you pick at the end of the year that we was going to lose?
I'm not giving them no pass. Maybe you
many-
will, but I'm not.
How many games at the beginning of the year did you pick us to lose?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You
Mine.
can
It was probably
remember.
4 or 5.
It was
probably
6.
4 or 5. Was it 6?
It
Do
was
you got
6. Mine was 5.
it? Okay.
So we got 3 losses, and look at our remaining
Now,
schedule.
see, that's where I'm
so
trying to
we're
go.
already
So,
we're already
after-
living up to more than what we already thought we was.
And that's where I was about to go with my next couple little things I was about to say.
I think you're being a little bit too rough. to
No, I'm
where,
not being too rough. No,
to
I'm
where
not.
You're
No,
like,
I'm not.
You're saying
No,
I
I'm
need you
not.
to step up. I need you to do.
Yeah,
but they've
you
been
do.
stepping up.
No,
They
but they
had
did
an
it
off
whenever
game.
it counted.
They
It
had an
didn't-
off game. It
but-
sucked. We lost against a good team.
Okay.
And they had an off game.
But whenever we needed them to step up, they didn't. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
But
So when
they
the
have
playoffs,
stepped up.
listen,
But
so
they
in-
have
so-
stepped up, right?
So listen, in the playoffs, when something bad happens, or if something bad happens, I don't want to hear anything about the defense from you.
In the playoffs, you don't got a chance to mess up
No,
because that's
no.
it. One
See,
and done.
You're giving them a pass once again. And I'm
I-
not willing to
I'm
give
not
them a
giving
pass.
them a pass.
No, look, play better,
I called
step
them
up.
out on what they did wrong.
Missed tackles, right?
Missed tackles.
How many
way
did
too
Willie Gay
many.
miss? How many did Nick
The
Bolton
most
miss?
was 3 by, I think it was Snead.
But
had
as
3.
a team, though.
And
as
then
a team.
it was 2, 2, 2, 2.
But as a
a lot
team.
of 2s,
Okay,
14, 15.
14 as a team. And then how many times did they get yards after contact?
I don't know that, but a
A
lot.
lot. A lot, right? So let's start tackling better, okay?
We
It's
need to
something
tackle
about,
better, for
something
sure.
about Cincinnati that just seems to where we just don't show up
But
and play
we've
our
been
best
tackling.
game.
We've
But-
been playing well.
But
The
after
defense
all
has
that,
been playing
after
well.
all that negative stuff I just got done saying, after all that stuff that I'm over here talking, all that stuff I'm over here mad about, and I'm over here calling players out. After all that, we're still 9-3. We're still on our way. We're still the number 2 seed. We're
good.
still got the most. Well, I think our next 5 games are all.
Denver-
we should go 5-0.
Denver, LA, Seattle.
Yeah, we got Denver twice.
Vegas,
We got Raiders once, Denver twice.
Seattle.
We got Seattle. You know what I mean? We got Houston in there. Houston's in there. So we should win these games. Miami still has to play Buffalo.
Seattle be the toughest game we play.
Exactly, and we shouldn't take any game lightly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can't.
We haven't even gotten started talking about the Denver game yet. You know what I'm saying? This Denver week, one of the teams I hate the most in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we can't continue to make these mistakes moving forward as a team. I'm talking trash on them.
Now maybe if we was to lose 2 in a row, then I could see you be saying we can't continue to make these mistakes.
We can't continue to make these mistakes.
Continue means it's a pattern. Yeah. We haven't had a pattern. The defense has played well.
But we're up and down. We're up and down.
The defense has played well. I think we're more up and down on offense than we are defensively.
Would you say that we've played a complete game as a whole team yet? Really?
Defensively?
No, as a whole team. A complete game as a whole team.
There's definitely been games where
what
defense
game is that?
good.
The San Francisco game I can think
defense look good. Offense look good. Bucks game. San Francisco.
That's it. Other than that, man, we're up and down. One week the offense got something going on. The defense got something going on. We're supposed to be a good run defense, right or wrong.
And we have been.
But not this past week when we needed it the most.
That's what I'm saying. You're making it seem like this is something that's continuously happened. You're coming out here
not.
You're coming out here with all this rage.
No,
like,
that's what.
But this is just something that happened last week. It was a 3-point game.
Yeah, exactly.
That we missed
after
a field
all those
goal
mistakes. After all those, man, that field goal was trash, bro.
We missed the field goal on.
Well, we should have never been kicking that
even
field
despite the 14 tackles, the people that didn't step up and get the sacks,
we still
lost by 3 points.
So we're a hell of a football team.
I know,
we're a hell of a football team.
But you're coming in here with all this rage like we just been shitty for the past couple weeks.
No, we played pretty bad on defense this past game, man. They need to be called out, bro, and I'm going to call them out.
They was flat. You can
know
call
what I'm
them
saying?
out. But, but to act like we ain't been stepping up to the plate.
Yes,
defensively,
certain games we have. Most games we have. I said for the first
all games.
I said for the whole first half of the season, the defense was my MVP. I'm on record on one of our shows saying that.
Right.
So So it's not like I'm over here like I hate them. But during these kind of games,
maybe it's just I'm not as upset as you are. Maybe that's what it is.
I am upset because Justin Reed runs his mouth before the game. So you
that
over
was
here
definitely last week.
So
I
you
said
get
should never do no shit like that.
And then the way that we came into the game was with no fire. It's like your boy is over here, writing these checks, man, that y'all ain't cashing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I got a problem with that. You guys needed to come with your head on, ready to knock somebody the hell down.
Yeah,
and they didn't. We had a chance to change that narrative about Joe and Pat and the Bengals and the Chiefs.
Well, I think the only thing we could have did defensively was get some sacks, pressure on them because, dude, they got 3 wide receivers. He can throw the ball all over the field.
Are we ranked 5th in sacks?
Yeah, but that's also because one game we had like a bunch of sacks in the game. 5, 6 sacks in one game.
So let's be more consistent. That's what I'm saying. Like, in all my little attitude or whatever you want to call it, whatever, let's just be more consistent and let's step up in the big games, especially the big games. You know what I'm saying?
More consistent.
One
bad game?
No, it's not just one bad game though, Mike. That's what you
on defensively it is.
I mean, we got way more better
defensively,
games.
we had one bad game.
Well, it was a bad time to have a bad game for me.
Now I agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that.
It's a bad time to have a bad game.
My whole thing is your whole argument is making it seem like consistently. Like that would be more than one.
Okay. Well, moving forward, I'm gonna keep better
we gotta
track.
make tackles, period.
Listen,
I agree with you on that.
Listen, we got a team Denver, okay? I know their offense is terrible. Denver's probably terrible, period. I think we can both agree that Denver, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, we got Denver up next.
Denver, man. So, I mean, you look at more stats than I do. I'll give you that. I think Denver's the second-ranked defense in the league, even with all the crap that's been going on in Denver.
Good defense for sure.
So, we have to come.
They're going to come after us.
We have to come. They have some pass rushers, man. And they can get to the quarterback.
Here's the key to the game.
I'm nervous.
Here's the key to the game. I mean, what's your key to the game? Then I'll give you mine.
I mean,
the key for the Chiefs to win against Denver is.
I mean, I think the Chiefs are going to win. Don't get me wrong. But
okay, the difference between making it a close game and a blowout.
And see, that's what I'm saying. This could be a close game, man. Like, I just think the trenches, bro. I mean, I'm always probably going to say that most of the time, is the trenches, man, on both sides of the ball.
I mean, what's that mean, though? elaborate the trenches.
I need my offensive lineman to block better.
See,
I need
that's
my
the key.
offensive lineman to not let pressure get on Pat because Denver got a hell of a defense.
This is going to be a blowout if our offensive line plays up to potential. If they don't, and Pat's on a run and he's getting sacked,
it's going to be a close. It's going to be
game.
a 24-17, 24-21.
And then that makes our whole entire team look bad.
Exactly.
Because our offense didn't do what they were supposed to do.
And then
our
next
offensive
week,
line didn't do what they were supposed to do.
And then, okay, so just for y'all out there, for you, I'm just as mad at the offensive line as I am the defense right now.
I'm more mad at the offensive line than I am the defense.
They got to get it together, man. I know Creed Humphrey's A1. I'm not worried about him. Thuney's hurt. Hope he comes back. But them two ends, that's key right now for this game coming up, Mike. I mean,
they're
Denver's
getting beat
defense,
so bad it just doesn't make no sense.
it's bad, man. It's bad. And so I can see this game being close.
And if anything, fucking hold that guy so my quarterback don't get hit.
I would rather have a holding penalty call than my quarterback bust a kneecap
quarterback
again.
Ain't getting hit.
Yeah, you know,
if you're gonna get beat, then hold him.
Because he's already having to run and jump over the end zone just to score a touchdown.
He's getting hit way too many times.
So we got to get better at that aspect of it. And the Denver game can be one of them games where you're like, just like the Colts, where you just like, this can happen, bro.
Right.
You know, they're going to want to come and beat us, bro. Denver always gives us trouble. Division game, we have to come ready to play. Our ends have to make a statement tonight. And I'm talking about the offensive line.
And you know, Russ, first game against the Chiefs, division game, he's been playing like shit. So at some point they're going to try to turn it around. What's it? 4 games left in the season. Yes. They're going to try to leave out here on a good note.
It can happen. I'm not going to ever say that the Chiefs can't be beat by Denver this week.
Any division game is going to be rough.
It's going to be a close game. I feel like,
and
it shouldn't be a close game. It shouldn't be a close game.
Same thing we've been saying is every team gives us their best every week,
always, and that's going to continue.
I mean, when we play Houston, when we go down to Houston and play, Houston's going to give us their best fucking game they can give us.
But we have to rise to the challenge on the offensive line side of it, and the defensive line needs to redeem themselves. To me,
I'm hoping Tony comes back.
Not that I'm like all
when
down
does
and
Hardman get to come back?
The Houston game, I think that's when he can come back, or maybe it's the game after that.
Where's Tony at? I hate the fact that he came here and just did what he was doing
New York
there,
exactly,
you know what I mean?
And they warned us about that. Everybody from New York was talking about
it.
A
lot of people were saying, well, he was just playing hurt because he didn't want to be there.
So right now, it looks like the Chiefs got fleeced for a third out of that deal. But it was one of them comp picks. It was, but anyways,
well,
I don't
we know he has potential.
Yeah, but we got to
be on the field.
You got to play, bro. You got to play, bro. So
here's another thing. I understand we're liking the other tight ends and all this and that. But, man, if you're throwing it to a tight end, I want you to throw that motherfucker to Travis Kelce.
I mean, he's dominating, bro.
You know what I mean?
Dominating, bro. You know what I mean? But I just want to see more consistency running the ball. Run the ball more. Like, I know we got Pat.
4 games in a row, we're over 100 yards rushing.
And this game,
with our running backs.
I don't know exactly like their secondary rank, Denver's secondary rank. They got a really good young corner over there. So I know
I'm sure he's up there.
He's probably going to get left alone this week. Pat's probably going to go somewhere else with the ball. And so I'm looking for another stellar game out of MVS, or out of Juju, Travis.
Give me a final score at the Denver game.
Man, I want in my heart.
I really don't have hold on. I really don't have a lot of shit to talk about with the Denver game because guess what? We own the motherfucking Broncos.
We have owned them.
And even though we know it can be a close game, I don't think we're going to lose.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to lose, bro. We're not. No,
and they're about to get the fuck beat out of them because we're mad about the Cincy game. So I feel like we about to take it out on the Broncos.
Yeah. And I was extra hype about the Cincy game because I wanted to make a statement, man. So that is part of my little deal. You know what I'm saying? But
that just wasn't a game that we had that we needed to lose.
Yeah, we just needed to say
we needed to make a statement and say, you know what, Joe Burrow, you ain't our daddy.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's the opposite, bro. It's
that motherfucking daddy does, man. Fuck you, Joe
Burrow. He did, bro. He did. But, back to Denver, man. Yeah, in my heart, I want to say we're going to blow them out because I know we can. Like, I know we got that team, bro.
Right.
I mean.
Final score, what do you think?
Dude, every time I pick the Chiefs to go over 40, they don't go over 40. So I'm not going to go there, but I could see it. I could see it staying at around 28-31. 28-31 to 10. I mean, their offense is really struggling right now, and I just think our defense got stuck. They're going to make a statement this week.
Right.
I think Denver's meeting us on the wrong week. After that showing against the Bengals, our defense needs to come ready, pressure, get Russell Wilson.
31. 17.
Okay, I'll go 28-10 just because whatever.
Yeah.
All right. But I could see us putting up 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the same time. So I think we win comfortably, but it's just one of them things. I want to see you asked me a minute ago, what do I think? I think our defense needs to come and make a statement and say, hey, that wasn't us. This is us. You know, and I think Nick Bone's going to be ready. I think Willie Gay's going to be ready. You know what I mean? I think Trent McDuffie's going to get him a pick.
On a positive note, McDuffie had a decent game against
he did.
Chase.
You know, and Josh Williams wasn't in bad position on that last pass.
Right.
He was right there. It's just Joe Burrow it was a dime, bro. So
they just got firepower, man.
Yeah, they're strong where we're weak, but
so I agree with what's his name, Nick Wright, where he said, "Look, finally the Chiefs legitimately have a rival."
Yeah. True.
And now they're up 0-3 on us, but now we actually have a mean instead of some BS because we pretty much daddied everybody else in the league.
Pretty much,
so.
You're right. Pretty much, you know, and I mean, the Bills beat us, but we got them when it counted,
right,
and I think that's what will happen again.
Right.
So it's just the Bengals just seem to just be our daddy right now.
I don't know what it is, coaching,
but it ain't gonna be like that. It ain't gonna be like that forever.
Well,
it ain't gonna be like that.
That's what we said.
Our young secondary.
I hate to say it, but that's what we said the playoff game, and then that's what we said this year.
Now, you see this on my chest, dog?
That's what we said this year, and then bam.
Hey, he ain't gonna be our. Yeah, I'm telling you, Chiefs was going. Chiefs. Hey, we're gonna keep playing them. We're gonna keep playing them.
We're going.
We're gonna keep playing the Bengals. They're gonna make us play the Bengals year in, year out.
Yeah,
just because of the Mahomes Burrow thing.
We're gonna play Josh Allen.
We're gonna play Josh. Yeah, exactly. The NFL is gonna find a way to definitely tag that up.
They kind of went away from us playing the Ravens because we daddied them 4 in a row.
Exactly.
So they was like, yeah, we don't want to see that.
Exactly. But yeah, man, I was a little hyped today on this podcast, man. I'm pissed off at the defense, bro. Yeah. I just expect them to play better than that, man, in a big time game, especially with Justin Reed blowing all smoke, bro.
I mean, even though
blowing all smoke,
even though they played like shit, nobody had any fire. They missed 14 tackles. They gave up hella yards after the catch.
We still was in it.
They still only gave up 27 points.
All we had to do was get that one stop, man.
They gave up 27 points. We had the one stop, and the flag got called on it.
Yeah, we had the intercept. I'm talking about the 3rd and 11
in the game. We did stop them, on 4th down and go or something.
Yeah, going into the second half.
Right.
Or going into halftime.
So that
was a stop. That was good.
Right.
That was great.
No.
That was great momentum.
So they did do some stuff that kept us in that game, even though they was giving up shit.
But that was about it.
Because if they don't do that stop.
Yeah. You know, all right, I'm done talking about it. I'm still pissed. Obviously, you could tell.
This is a Chiefs podcast. You're not supposed to just be done talking about it.
All right, well, yeah, but I'm just getting mad, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I
don't really think it's nothing to be mad about. I mean, all right, we played like shit. We got to get it together this week.
I don't know if we played like shit. We did. We played like shit.
We lost by 3. We played like shit and lost by 3.
Yeah.
Against the Bengals.
And we're still 9-3. Moving forward, we're gonna be number 1 seed. I still say we get number 1 seed.
I called 12-5.
I still say we get number 1 seed. I don't even think we're going to lose 5 games, bro. Not no more.
I don't either. I think the only possible game.
We might get one more though. We might lose one more. Seahawks maybe.
And you know, did we play? We played the Raiders here, so we play the Raiders there. That could be a tough game also because
the
Raiders offense is starting to play well.
They're starting
to
come along.
Right.
Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, they're starting to get it together.
So the 2 hardest games we got left is going to be Seattle and the Raiders.
I got you. I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you on that. But
anyways,
we can't lose. We can't lose them. We can't lose them.
A lot of energy in here today. A lot of energy.
Good, man. Hey, I'm a little pissed. Whatever.
That's what happens when you lose. Fuck the Bengals.
Chiefs,
damn.
Hey, Chiefs for life. I swear to God.
Chiefs for life.
Chiefs for life.
Hey, you stuck with us this long. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hey, subscribe. We really need subscribers. 90% of our views aren't coming from people that subscribed. Come on, hit the subscribe button for us. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Chiefs on mine. Yo, bitch.
Let's go.